Welcome to the 2016-2017 school year. My name is Stacy Onstott, and I am the Elementary Gifted and Talented Specialist for Birdville ISD. This short video is designed to give a brief overview of the GATE, or Gifted and Talented Education Program, and to highlight some important information from our Elementary Gifted and Talented Handbook. This graphic shows the portrait of a gifted learner in Birdville ISD. Our district has identified certain dispositions and learning to learn skills that are the foundation of the GATE program. Our program is committed to providing opportunities for all identified, gifted, and talented students to experience learning that involves each of the dispositions and skills during the course of their careers in the district and in the GATE program. Our GATE classes offer a challenging curriculum based on universal concepts, generalizations, dispositions, and learning to learn skills that provides greater depth and complexity than found in the district's core curriculum. Instruction during GATE classes is differentiated around project-based learning that is appropriately scaffolded for the gifts and talents of the students identified for services. As students progress in this program as study, they will be offered opportunities to produce sophisticated, meaningful products in preparation for success in endeavors beyond the classroom. Services that are offered to our identified GT students varies depending on the grade level. When students enroll in kindergarten, none of them have been identified by our district as gifted and talented. Since we don't know which students will be identified GT as the year progresses, our district requires all kindergarten teachers to have 30 hours of initial GT training, followed by an annual 6-hour update. Kindergarten teachers provide differentiated curriculum as needed in their classrooms. During the fall semester, your campus Gifted and Talented Interventionist, or GTI, will conduct 4 push-in lessons in each kindergarten classroom. These lessons are designed to introduce students to the types of thinking that are tested during formal GT screening, allow campus GTIs and kindergarten classroom teachers the opportunity to observe potential gifted behaviors in students, and aid in the development of portfolios for each student that can be used to support placement decisions in the GATE program. Kindergarten students should be identified no later than March 1st of the current school year and begin receiving services no later than April 1st of the current school year. Identified kindergarten students will receive pull-out instruction conducted by the campus GTI for a 1-hour uninterrupted block per week. Beginning in first grade, there may be identified GT students in the grade level at the start of the school year. According to TEA mandates, programming options must enable identified gifted and talented students the opportunity to work together, to work with other students, and to work independently. To meet these requirements, Birdville's gifted and talented students in grades 1 through 5 are served in cluster groups of at least 5 students, when possible, with a designated classroom cluster teacher, and they are provided pull-out services by the campus gifted and talented interventionist. Students in first and second grade are served in cluster groups of at least 5 students when possible. Their cluster teachers differentiate the curriculum as needed to meet the needs of identified gifted learners in their classrooms. These cluster teachers are required to have 30 hours of initial GT training followed by an annual 6-hour update. Identified students receive pull-out instruction that is conducted by the campus GTI for a minimum 1-hour uninterrupted block per week. If your campus GTI schedule permits, they may offer additional services for students in these grade levels. Pull-out classes should begin by the week of September 1st. If your campus does not currently have any identified first grade GT students, then your campus GTI may come to first grade classrooms as well and conduct similar lessons to the ones that they conduct in kindergarten during the fall semester. In 3rd through 5th grade, students continue to be served in cluster groups of at least 5 students when possible. Cluster teachers continue to differentiate the curriculum as needed to meet the needs of identified gifted learners in their classrooms. Cluster teachers at this grade level are also required to have 30 hours of initial GT training followed by an annual 6-hour update. If your grade level departmentalizes or team teaches, any teacher that teaches an identified GT student in any course subject is considered a cluster teacher and is required to have these hours. Identified students receive pull-out instruction conducted by the campus GTI for a minimum 2-hour uninterrupted block per week. If your campus GTI schedule permits, they may offer additional services for students in these grade levels. Pull-out classes should begin by the week of September 1st. Identified students missing a class as a result of their participation in the gifted program are not required or expected to complete the classwork assigned to the rest of the class for the time they are attending GATE classes. However, students are expected to demonstrate mastery of required grade level standards, which is determined through district curriculum-based assessment. If you have an identified GT student who is struggling academically, please let your campus GTI know so you can work together to find a solution. In addition, identified GT students should not be missing recess or any part of specials while attending GATE classes. If you are a kindergarten teacher or a teacher who teaches any core subject to an identified GT student, you are required by our district to have 30 hours of initial GT training followed by an annual 6-hour update. The 30 hours of GT training should be completed prior to the instruction of GT students or within 1 semester of the teaching assignment. The 30 hours are broken into the following strands: 6 hours of nature and needs of gifted students, 6 hours of social and emotional development of gifted students, 6 hours of identification and assessment of gifted students, 6 hours of differentiated curriculum and instruction for gifted learners, and 6 hours of creativity and instructional strategies. These hours should be documented in Eduphoria's workshop. Your annual 6-hour update can be earned in any of the strands. Update hours are earned by calendar year and must first be applied to the current school year as needed and can then apply to the following school year if earned after January 1st of the current school year. For more information about GT hours, you can visit our Gifted and Talented Education website and click on the Opportunities for GT Credit tab. Information about the 30 initial hours of GT training can be found on our website, as well as a link to register for the 30 hours of training through TAGT On Demand, which is an online course offered by our state's Gifted and Talented Association. Information about the 6-hour annual update can also be found on our website. It offers several opportunities to earn your 6-hour update, including an online TAGT on-demand course, an online book study, or follow-up credit to professional development courses that were offered over the summer. If you have any questions about the GATE program or about GT hours, please contact me. I will be glad to assist you however I can. I hope you have a great school year.